drip, new bitch, new car. Who gon' send you up to the stars? Since you on my heart, stop playing, bitch, bring me a car. New drip, new bitch, new car. Who gon' send you up to the stars? Yeah, Scrappy says she on my heart, stop playing, bitch, bring me a car. New bitch, new drip, new car. Who gon' send you up to the stars? Yeah.
What's good, everybody? Today's officially the day of the Z Revive. So there's a lot of little parts and stuff that I had to get fixed on it, but all thanks to my boy Dion. He's gonna hook me up with a good price on labor. I gotta get the Z back on the road, man. Been waiting for a while. As y'all can see, I got the control arms, tie rod ends, valve cover, the valve cover gasket, the AC lines, oil cooler ring. Got a bunch of little stuff that's gonna get done.
One eternity later.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are doing good. And today's gonna be the official first video of 2023, and I'm trying to start it off good. This being the first video of 2023, I'm bringing out a car that I haven't brought out in a long time, and I actually don't even think I have a video on the channel about it yet, which is my 350Z. And I hope you guys are enjoying your new year. I hope you guys spent it with family and stuff like that. You know, that's how it's meant to be spent, you know, to celebrate a new year of life and all that. So I haven't brought out the Z in a while because it's had a bunch of little problems and stuff like that that actually like kept me from driving it. First, I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about the Z, and then we'll do a walk around and we'll actually look at it and check it out from the inside and outside. And also in this video, I will be getting some rollers for you guys, just so you guys can see it on the street. So this is my 2004 350Z. It is a manual 6-speed. I bought it just about like over a year and a half ago, and I actually bought this car because I really love the Z's and I really wanted to learn how to drive a manual car, but I didn't know anybody that was willing to teach me with their own cars, so kind of had to do it myself. So it was garage kept for majority of the year because of the minor problems that it has, and I'll tell you guys those problems. First couple of months, the Z was like perfect for me. I had no problems with it, and I was driving it good. I was taking it to work and all that stuff, and then eventually the AC went out, the high pressure AC line went out, so I was getting only hot air. And you know, living in Florida, like there's no way you could drive a car without having AC. So with the AC line going out, that was only the beginning of my problems. Eventually the car started leaking oil, and when I was driving it, it started swaying to the right. The faster you go, the more it would sway to the right. But obviously I was just cruising it and stuff like that because I didn't want anything else to break. So I had to replace a lot of stuff. So I got the valve cover gasket replaced, the oil cooler ring, both of my control arms, both of my sway bar links, and the high pressure AC line. All of that stuff got replaced by my boy Dion. I'm put his ad right here. He does a lot of good work. My problem is I don't really trust a lot of shops. I feel like a lot of shops will try to like scam you and do sneaky stuff and stuff like that. So, you know, I knew Dion since high school, and he's always been a car guy. So whenever I have certain car problems that, you know, I can't fix on my own, I go to Dion. He gives me a reasonable price. So if you guys want to hit him up, check his ad right here. I'm also going to bring Dion into this video just to explain how difficult it was to work on the Z, just so you can get his point of view. So the only other problems that the Z has that I haven't got replaced yet are both of my tie rod ends and my tie rods, and my lower ball joint on my driver's side. Also my passenger window. But I do have the window switch and motor. Right now I'm just gonna go buy the door handle for the passenger side, and then I can have it all complete. Besides that, the Z's been good to me. I haven't broke down at all or anything like that, so she's never left me stranded. That being said, let's take a look at the car, and then I'll give you guys some rollers and sound clips after. So here's how the keys look. Nothing too crazy. It's got the little Nissan badge, and all the stuff on my buttons are worn off, but simple keys. All right, so to start with the outside walk around, these rims are actually the first rims I ever bought. I got them off my boy Johnny. Shout out to Johnny. And I actually had them on my first car, the Monte Carlo. But so I had these rims for like over 2 years, but man, they're really poorly chromed, and around every rim it's like peeling. So yeah, the rims still look good from far away. Like the chrome looks good on the Z, but it doesn't really make the car look right when you get up and close to it and you can see them. Do have this tire size squared. It's 255, 35, 18 all around. I also put spacers all around the car. I changed the lug nuts. I put carbon mirrors. It's just mirror caps. I put black door handles. I painted this black. It was like silver, but it was like really like chipped up and stuff like that, and it wasn't looking too good. I've also done aftermarket taillights. I actually got them on Instagram. They were actually customized by somebody. If I can find the Instagram, I'll drop it here, but if I can't, I'm sorry, but on the outside, the paint's like a 5 out of 10 to me. There's a lot of chips and stuff like that, and it had like limited edition emblems here. So I took the emblems off, but it looks like when they did like the Mako paint job or whatever, all this stuff was like painted over it, and it just looks really, really bad now. But I already took the emblems off. I can't really put them back on. I mean, I could, but it's not really gonna solve my problems. I also did a wiper delete. Low-key should have kept the wiper, but it's alright. You know, everybody makes decisions. I'm not too sure what this is. I'm pretty sure this is for the radio. It has XM on it and stuff. Not a big fan of that. The roof has hella like sunspots that I can't get off. I would need to get it like really good polished, or shit, even just wrap this thing. I don't plan on doing too much or spending too much money on it anymore. I just want it to be reliable. I'm really looking at getting a 4-door or a truck or something like that. It's really hard having 2 low cars. It's not fun to be having and driving every day. Like, I don't hate going over like, you know, speed bumps sideways all the time and going slow all the time, but you know, for 1 car, that's different. But for 2 cars, like my daily, I can't do it, man. Like, let's say you get off of work and you want to go home in a rush and you got to go slow over the speed bumps, or you going scraping and stuff like that. Nah, I'm not that big of a fan. I've also done a muffler delete. It did come with the dual, but I just went single on it. I still have the dual. It's just in storage. And then coming around right here, I put this little Nismo antenna on because I didn't have an antenna before. Got these little like bumpers on the door, so like I guess when you open your door, you go to bump some, it'll stop it from hitting the door itself. It already came tinted. I haven't re-tinted it or nothing like that, even though I would like darker, but like I said, I'm not really trying to spend too much money on it. The headlights already came tinted. I'm not a fan. When I'm driving at night, it's really hard to see. I literally got to drive with my high beams on, or it's just gonna be like really impossible to see. Before we hop on the inside, we'll get to the engine bay real quick. I haven't done too much but minor stuff and just maintenance. So I replaced the washer fluid cap. I painted this engine mount. I tried to get like the missing bolts that it was missing here. I'm just trying to like tack it together, you know. I actually been looking for the battery cover and this cover that goes over here, just so it can look more complete, because right now I'm not the biggest fan of the way it looks. But it's already came with the aftermarket intake. But besides that, there's no major mods to this. No power adders, nothing like that. I also done the high lift hood mounts, just because I didn't like it when it has a little stand that goes here. I'd rather have it hold on its own, so when you work on a car, it's way easier. I mean, look how much space it is here. All right, so coming to the interior, you guys can see it. I try to keep it as mint as possible. It's got the electric seats, heated seats, nice mats, clean mats. These came off right here. Like, one of them wasn't on when I bought it, but the other one fell off, so I got to get it like reupholstered and put them back on, so I can make that look good. My little connection down there, I don't know what this is. Maybe this is a cup holder or something like that, I'm assuming. I have to figure that out. The shifter, it's already got a little aftermarket radio, even though I don't listen to the radio that much when I'm in here. And basic Z interior, nothing crazy on here. The only thing I redid was the shifter. You guys can get a look from the driver's side. The driver's side window does go down. It's just the passenger side that doesn't. I'm gonna get a look for you guys real quick, just so you guys can see the dash and everything like that. You guys can see it's only got 120,000 miles, which is bad for 04. I do have my check engine light on because I need new cats. That's the code I get. And you guys can see down here, got this little switch that's built into here. So I was doing some research and I heard that that switch can actually be wired into the traction control, so that this car can actually go full traction off. I mean, I don't know how true that is or if that button's really for that, but I heard that you could make that for that. And you guys can see what it looks like here. Obviously it's not perfect. My oil pressure gauge also went out. I do need to fix that. But besides that, it's a clean interior. I try to keep it as clean as I can. It's really nothing special, but still my baby. So you also can see the Nismo mats, but it actually came with those when I bought it. You see the trunk. I also did the trunk mounts. just so they could actually be better, because the old ones were going out and then the trunk wasn't staying up no more. And here is just like all the rest of the parts I got to do, like the window motor, window switch, tie rod ends, lower ball joint. But that's the rest of the stuff to actually get this car, you know, perfect, where I don't got no more problems. But you guys can see the trunk has hella space, so it's really not bad at all. My favorite part about the Z overall really has to be the tail lights. Like, I'm a big tail light guy. I feel like getting tail lights changes the whole look on your car. So I love that it's a manual. Like, I don't hate on manuals, you know, they're really fun. To me, it's more of like when I want to drive a car, not a daily car, you feel me? Because, you know, traffic really be bad out here in Florida, and like you can really be stopped on the turnpike, not even moving, you feel me? And it's just not the most fun. It's not the most fun to daily. When I don't drive a car for a while, I really do get that itch to drive a manual car, because, like, man, it's fun banging gears. It's just not my ideal daily. All right, everybody, so that's gonna be it for this video. The rest of this video that you're gonna see is just gonna be me talking with Dion, talking about the car, and then I'm gonna give you guys some rolling footage and sound clips. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay tuned, drop comments. You know, I read all the comments, so let me know what kind of content you guys want next. But I'm always gonna be dropping more videos. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys. Peace.
The next day.
What's good, everybody? Just pulled up to Dion's. I'm gonna go see if he's outside. Yo. What's good, my boy? How you been? Yes, sir. So everybody knows the infamous Dion, my first car interview video, and the man that I trust with to work on all my cars when I can't do that shit. So, yo, drop your Instagram, bro, and tell them what you be doing.
Instagram official Dion.
So what you be working on?
Anything that's not too big to work on right here.
See, bro, I haven't found a job that man Dion doesn't do, bro. Like, a lot of people be going to him, but my man don't even got a shop. He be doing it right in the driveway, and bro, it still be coming out reliable. All right, so how was it working on the Z?
It was straight, not too crazy.
Wasn't that hard for you?
Nah.
Yeah, man, because I be struggling, man. There's still a lot of stuff I got to learn about these cars.
It's all practice. It's a Nissan at the end of the day. You can't let it get to your head.
Yeah, that's facts. Be thinking like, yeah, just trying to practice with it and just get better, because you feel me, like when I start working on the vet and shit, it's not that much room for mistakes like it is with these kind of cars.
It's all good. People get intimidated by the big names and shit. You gotta take your time.
So like, yo, we replaced mad stuff on here. Like, what do you think was the hardest part for you to do?
I would probably say just the fitment, the tight shit, the tight fitment. But if you got the right tools, you should be good.
How about what was it that we had to bang out that shit wasn't straight?
Oh, the control arm.
So the control arm, that shit was like bent, right?
Maybe one of the previous owners maybe hit something. That shit bent the control arm.
And you used it like a torch and everything,
Yeah,
and it
had to heat it up and then bang that shit out.
Yeah, man, like, and I'm not even gonna lie, bro, Dion gave me a mad reasonable price. Like, we replaced mad shit on here, and I was going to shops to do even 2 things of what we replaced, and they were charging like $800 and up, and we did like 5-6 different things. And so forget about the Z. We got that boy Dion's G. First ever car interview I did. You got any updates that you done to it since then?
Yeah, I did the tents, the 5 all around, 15 on the front.
I like it. All this up here?
Yeah.
And this too? Oh man, I like that.
It's not the finished product.
Gotta get the parts for you. Paint it first. Look at the stance though on this thing.
she on my heart, stop playing, bitch, bring me a car. New drip, new bitch, new car. Who the gon' send you up to the stars? What? Scrappy said she on my heart, stop playing, bitch, bring me a car. New drip, new bitch, new car. Who the gon' send you up to the stars?